Welcome everybody to the review of the recreational drill after the first 10 days. We got Mo over here who has been playing poker and studying poker for at least 30 minutes each per day. He has a lot on his plate. He's still a full-time student and he's still committed to doing something for poker for 1 hour a day. My first question to you is, what did you struggle with the most?
So yeah, the biggest struggle I had is putting myself out there on Twitch TV every day. I don't know, like it's talking to people every day there. It takes a lot of energy out of you. So, but other than that, I would say that's the only thing that I struggled with the most.
Okay, cool. And what did you get from the challenge? What did you get from it, from doing that?
Yeah, so the hand analyzing part was interesting because I saw some of my hands where I never ever would have played that. I mean, in game it's kind of different. When you play in game, you have so many distractions, especially on stream, right? So looking afterwards on my hands, I was kind of like confused and asked myself, why did I play the hand like that? That makes no sense. But yeah, it gave me more awareness. So I'll try to improve on that while I'm playing on
and
poker.
how does it feel to do something for poker every day?
That feels good, honestly. I feel less guilty. I know that if you put in every day the work, you will improve. So that gives me a good feeling, basically.
Playing here, we have the 6,000 hands that you played in the last 10 days. As you can see, the orange line here in the Hold'em manager, it basically shows you what your expected value was. So Mo supposedly should have won 14 euros on 1 cent, 2 cent after 6,000 hands, which is definitely good. It's over 10 big blinds 100 so far. It's too small of a sample, however, to say something about whether his game has improved just because of results. But let's have a look also at the position tab. Basically, we are ignoring just that he won only 5 euros because you cannot control that at all. Let's have a look at the position tabs. This is also, for the position tabs, you need at least 20,000 hands. 50,000 hands are even better in no limit hold'em to have like some clear picture of how you're doing. Here we can say that something went wrong in specifically the small blind. In the small blind, typically you would be losing 50 big blinds per 100 if you always folded the hand before the flop. But because we have great hands like pocket aces, kings, queens, and ace king, we would be losing much less as we defend the small blind sometimes. However, here we're even losing more than 50 big blinds per 100, so something went wrong. That can be based because of luck or because of, just unfortunate situations, but also because of maybe some bad play. So the way you can show it here, I would recommend going into the biggest losing pots and just seeing some patterns. And Mo, what did we find out here? What is probably the thing that we have to watch out for?
We had some problems with the offsuit hands. So you can see here, for example, king queen, king jack. What else do we have? King jack offsuit again.
Yeah.
King queen offsuit, ace deuce offsuit, yeah.
So these 5 examples, that might be variants and you might just have lost this, but what you can do is you can also look at the winning hands. So if you click on the arrow down there again, so you look at the winning hands, you're trying to find, hands out of position. This is very specific. We're out of position with the offsuit hand. We're trying to find hands that we won a lot of money with. And as we can see, in this short sample, we actually
don't have that many offsuit hands, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to stack someone with an offsuit hand out of position from the small blind, Sometimes sure there's going to be a fish and you can build a pot. And if we looked at some big blinds hand, we would see that we actually managed to stack some people who were quite fishy here and it can work. But in general, you just want to be cautious about these situations where you have offsuit hands out of position and a lot can happen. It just might be some indicator. I'm not saying this is really always happening, but this might be giving you a reason why you have lost in the small blind here. Other than that, it's been going fantastic. As you can see, the EV big blind per 100, as I said, is higher than 10. It's at 11 big blind per 100. And this is pretty good when it comes to the results. Third part of this video, and that is where I want to have a look at the quality of studies. Now, Mo and I had a call and we basically talked about how to improve on analyzing the hands. What did we really talk about then? Can you sum it up in your own words?
Yeah, so we have to be more efficient while we're analyzing our hands. So we can have a look at the biggest losing hands, that's for sure. But I think more important is to find hands or spots where you were unsure how to play your hand. So that was the call that he had.
Exactly. So for you guys out there, for example, if you have a board like 10-3 deuce and you have pocket jacks, it's very, very natural to be betting, especially if you're in position, because pocket jacks want to bet on that board. But then, just because you know that betting in that position is so good for you, but just because you're betting for value, you also have to maybe mark the hand because you might not know what to do with your range. It's very crucial in that situation to ask yourself, what would I have done with top pair 8 kicker, 10-8 suited? What would I have done with ace 10? What would I have done with pocket nines? What would I do with my ace king, ace queen, ace jack? These kind of questions make you a better player. And basically, when you're playing, and that's really important, you don't want to play too many tables. And the main advantage of that is you have more self-awareness. You can basically play 4 tables or 2 tables. And then while you're playing, you're asking yourself, what would I do with my range here? Do I know? And if the answer is no, you right-click the hand afterwards, and then you mark it for the review. And that's why then reviewing is so much better. You get so much more out of it because you're going to answer those questions in the review for yourself. And if you can't answer it yourself, you're going to try to find someone who gives you the answer to it. And a lot of the times we just play and don't ask ourselves these questions, and that's not going to, make us a better player because we're just going to be very results oriented. We're just looking at the biggest pots. And if we just do that, which is fine, we're not increasing our quality of studying. So I hope this was a great example of how to analyze hands. All right, we're already at the end of this video. I want to ask you, Mo, what are the plans for the next 20 days? Are you still pumped to finish this challenge?
Yes, I am. So the plans are that I have to stream every day, at least for 1 hour. That's what the challenge says. And I'm confident that I will finish this challenge successful. But now for the end of this video, I want to give you guys an advice. Find someone, find a friend, find a colleague that you can analyze hands with together. Because I think it's super fun, and I'm having super fun with it. So yeah, that's the advice of the day for you.
Yeah,
okay.
That's nothing to neglect. Having fun while doing what you like is a very important aspect, and being motivated to follow through with your poker goals. So thanks for being here with your contribution.
Thank you.
And we're going to see each other after the second part of this challenge. And I hope that we can see you stacking them and getting some more money into your challenge.
I will. Thank you.